The Superman trailer is out, and I am unmoved by it. I'm going to use this just to catch up on this project. So yeah, like the scene, the shot where he saves the little girl who is weirdly like calmly walking while a monster is attacking. I'm sure I'll go up for that scene, for that moment. But overall, I'm just sitting here like hand steady, non pulse, because the Superman have just not been hitting. The only character that I'm genuinely looking forward to see what he does, how he moves about, how he's played is Lex Luthor. The rest of it, I'm just like, okay, I'll find out come July of next year. I just want to be inspired by Superman. I want to be captivated. I want to be satisfied. I want to be left wanting more. I want to be left like thinking about his world and what he's doing. I want to connect, and I haven't felt any of those things in the with the past Superman. So Brendan Routh, I flat out don't even remember Superman Returns. And then Man of Steel, same thing. Like I I remember walking out of that movie and being like, well, that was long. Like and here we are resetting again. That's the other thing. We're always resetting and retelling this, the origin, just reestablishing who Superman is, who are the people in his life. So that stench is definitely like affecting my non-reaction to the trailer. For this reset, the summary on IMDb is that the film will follow Superman as he reconciles his heritage with his human upbringing. Same thing. So, of course, the magic will be in how they do it. It is written by James Gunn himself, who's also directing. I don't know. I didn't look up if he's the only director, but written by James Gunn, Joe Shuster, and Jerry Siegel. I see shots of Clark Kent in the trailer, and so So James Gunn himself is of the opinion that you don't really know this person unless you know both Superman and Clark Kent. He's not doing the Superman is the real one or Clark Kent is the real one. That gives me hope. I am biased. I care about Clark Kent a lot. Smallville. I'm a Smallville girl. So I'm hopeful about the fact that he has that mindset, because that is also the mindset that I have. Clark Kent is not Superman's favorite cosplay that he just puts on while waiting for the next villain to pop off. So I'm happy that he feels that way. I'm hoping that we actually will see Clark live a life as opposed to just taking up space before the next time Kal-El gets to don the suit. There are plenty of other heroes in the trailer. I feel like this movie is probably going to be 3 hours long. Hopefully I don't walk out feeling how I felt after Man of Steel. I'm not a comic aficionado, so I had to read an article to find out who most of those other people are. The only people I recognized were Hawkgirl and Green Lantern, although I'm not familiar with that particular Green Lantern. But this IGN article told me who everybody else is. So looking forward to make their acquaintance, especially Mr. Terrific, who James Gunn said out of the cast of supporting characters, he will be like the main supporting character, and that he has a big role, not a big role, but an important, he says he has a big part of the plot. So looking forward to that. As far as the setting and tone of this movie, interestingly, according to a quote from Bounding Into Comics, James Gunn said that the new DCU in general shares as many elements with Game of Thrones as it does with the Marvel Universe. And I do love the Marvel Universe, particularly in how it will feel like a real, genuine world that just happens to have a fantastic edge. Again, I love that. Yes, real, genuine, grounded is another word that James Gunn used. I don't want Superman or Superman's world to feel alien, to feel cold. He can feel alien. He can feel distant and apart from people sometimes because of his heritage, and because of the, secret he has to keep. But I don't want to feel that watching everything go down. And that is how I felt with the past movies. So I really hope that the grounded aspect comes through when I go see this. Other things of note is that in this setting, Superman and the heroes will have been active for a few years, although this will be Lex's first like direct clash with Superman. So the movie itself, according to IGN, will likely have a lighthearted tone and heavier emphasis on science fiction, which I see because he's fighting like literal monsters, and there's like a blob of energy that Superman doesn't seem very worried about, nor does Lois, because they're having a conversation while this thing is just floating out of the window. So IGN says that the trailer is like proof that James Gunn is pulling from the Silver Age era of comics. And in that era, things were very much like very like lighthearted in general. The movie itself is about the basic kindness of human beings, no matter their ideology. That's coming from James Gunn. Now, when I hear this, it's about the basic kindness of human beings, no matter their ideology, no matter like what they think or feel. That gives me pause, depending on who the messenger is. This gives me pause for this movie. The movie itself will have like certain elements, like certain commentary about like the current like state of America, but hope will be the goal, to just leave you feeling hopeful, which I would expect from a movie about Superman. So the trailer doesn't make me feel anything, but James Gunn's like vision, intent, and mindset about the movie makes me think maybe I will finally get what I've wanted to get from a Superman movie. The movie comes out next year, July 11th, in theaters. I think it's shot like specifically for IMAX, whatever. I'm gonna be there, and I will definitely let everybody know if I come out disappointed or satisfied.